Welcome to WGN Election Night. Thanks for staying with us this evening. I'm Ray Cortopassi.
And I'm Lourdes Duarte. It is the big headline of the night. Chicago will have a new mayor this spring. Paul Vallas and Brandon Johnson have advanced to an April runoff. Mayor Lightfoot conceded the race about an hour ago after finishing third. Over the next hour, we're checking in with all the campaigns and tracking those latest numbers.
And we want to start this evening by checking in with Jackie Bang with the Vallas campaign now live. Jackie.
Well, once again, the name of the venue is City Hall, and they did that on purpose because that is exactly where he wants to be, on the 5th floor. Now he's got another 5 weeks to work on it. I have covered Paul Vallas for many, many years, and I don't think I've heard a more passionate speech from him than I did tonight, and for good reason. It has been a very long campaign for him, more than 8 months worth. And he has fought to get his message out. And while he's not talking to the media after his victory speech and talking to some of the aldermen who have supported him, they really feel like that message came out and everybody listened to it. He has a priority of public safety, and he says he is going to reduce the crime in Chicago. He's going to do it by firing David Brown. He's going to be doing it by more police, including community policing. And in his speech tonight, I think that got the most applause. Take a listen.
Public safety is the fundamental right of every American. It is a civil right. And it is the principal responsibility of government. And we will have a safe Chicago. We will make Chicago the safest city in America.
There goes that applause. He also said, to be successful, the police and the community have to work together. He also said if he's going to be a successful mayor, then they have to work. Everybody has to work on the disinvestment communities, and that is going to be a priority of his as well. On a side note, it's kind of old school in this crowd. We have seen the former Cook County prosecutor, Anita Alvarez. We have seen the former police superintendent, Gary McCarthy. So he has deep roots here, and they have come out to support him. So he says another 5 weeks in the road. He's 69 years old. He says he's not going to stop until he wins. Back to you.
All right, Jackie, thank you so much for your reporting tonight. Let's check in now with Patrick Elwood, who is live tonight at Brandon Johnson's headquarters.
And good evening to you, and the good times here at the Brandon Johnson party certainly continue. He had a lot of support, obviously, from the Chicago Teachers Union, and by extension, the Illinois Federation of Teachers, the American Federation of Teachers, and then grassroots organizations as well. As we have noted, he came out hard against Paul Vallas. The campaign has already begun. Brandon Johnson saying that he will keep it real among Chicagoans. He comes from a big family, and while they do not agree, this is his kind of a comparison on many issues at the end, their goal is ultimately the same. He expects the same kind of approach as he enters this race, obviously with hopes and aspirations to winning the mayor's office and occupying the 5th floor. For many of these people, they felt, his supporters, they felt confident, but still you got the feel that this was a bit of a surprise, that they knocked off the essentially the incumbent mayor, because that's more or less who they feel is the same kind of base that they were reaching for. Chuy Garcia, the same kind of a thing. You know, those other progressive candidates as well. It was a lengthy speech, but it certainly set the tone for the next 5 weeks ahead. Brandon Johnson says he comes from a family of, his dad was a pastor, his grandfather was a pastor, and he wants to take that same approach, that everyone here in Chicago matters, but you got to start with, obviously, education. He said he feels that there is a mental health crisis going on. And he also spoke to the public safety aspect, and perhaps there is where we will see the greatest difference between Paul Vallas and Brandon Johnson. He says we need a stronger, safer Chicago. They'll get into the particulars about how they want to do that, their approach in the days ahead. But for now, let's listen to a little bit of what Brandon Johnson had to say as he accepted his nomination in this runoff.
You turned our hope into reality because you believe that a better Chicago is possible. But guess what we get to do now, y'all? We get to turn the page of the politics of old. Because with our voices and our votes, we've come together as one city to say that we deserve a Chicago that is better, strong.
Back live here at the Brandon Johnson headquarters. I kind of felt like that soundbite tailed off a little bit there, so excuse me for the pregnant pause. In any event, the party continues. They'll get back at it, he said, first thing tomorrow morning. Expect to see him at the various bus stops and train locations throughout the city. And to say this, maybe the understatement of the year, Brandon Johnson, Paul Vallis is going to be a slugfest to the very end. Reporting live from the West Side, Patrick Kelwood, WGN News. Back to you in the studio.
Okay, a lot of people are going to be watching. Patrick, thank you. WGN's Gaynor Hall, there you see her. She's live downtown tonight at the Carpenters Union headquarters with the mayor's reaction this evening. Gaynor.
Yeah, Lourdes, Mayor Lightfoot quickly conceding this race tonight. She called Brandon Johnson and Paul Vallis to congratulate them, saying that she will be rooting for the city's next mayor and the city for years to come. Take a listen.
We didn't win the election today, but I stand here with my head held high and a heart full of gratitude. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. God bless you. God bless this incredible city. It's been the honor of a lifetime to be mayor. There's more work to do, and I just want to say thank you all deeply, deeply from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
In 2019, Lightfoot, the former federal prosecutor, emerged from that crowded field of challengers vying to replace Rahm Emanuel on the 5th floor. She easily won the runoff, making history as the city's first black woman and openly gay mayor. This time around, though, as an incumbent, she fails to even crack the top 2 to make the runoff. I want you to listen to what City Treasurer Melissa Conyers-Ervin had to say about that tonight.
She's smart. She's brilliant. Does she have her challenges? Who doesn't? But to give her 4 years to change over 40 years of brokenness is unfair. And if we as women don't stand up to say that we're going to support one another and we're going to stand against what's unfair, where do we go? That's what I want us to think about tonight. Where do we go from here?
The treasurer saying she is deeply hurt by this outcome. Lightfoot did not do any interviews tonight, but she told supporters she fought the right fights, put the city on a better path. Tonight, her fight, though, for a second term fell short. Live in River North, Gaynor Hall, WGN News.